Hey guys, hope you're well. Electro here. Welcome back to Construction Sim 2015. And yes, we are at the vehicle dealer, and there is a reason for that, and that is because I've been watching a few videos recently, and I realised that that there was another trailer that we could get for the Lowboy, which meant that we didn't have to use the flatbed with the crane constantly. And I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to go into the vehicle dealer. I'm going to go straight to trailers, and it's this one here, a flatbed semi-trailer. So we're going to go ahead and buy that because we can carry a hell of a lot more using the flatbed trailer than we can with the flatbed with a crane. So we're going to go ahead and purchase that. It's 25 grand, but it will do. And all being well, that should be around the corner here. So we are going to get our Lowboy Truck. We're going to port over to the vehicle dealer. Yep. And we're going to hook it up. Okay, so there it is. So yeah, hopefully you guys have been well. What I plan on doing in this mission is most likely one of the medium-sized apartment buildings, and then that will get us into good stead ready for a mission or two later, where we are going to look at the rotary drilling rig and doing some high-rise apartments. And I think the rotary drilling rig actually allows us to do some extra special missions as well. So as you can see, this trailer is going to be really beneficial. I don't think the sides drop down. No, they don't. We'll have a quick look and see what exactly they do. It's getting in and out. It's changing the camera, connecting up and down. Right button and X. What does that do then? Oh, they do drop. Okay, good. That's good to know. Right, let's get on with this mission. So we are going to go to the job market. We're going to go to... We're not going to do a special job yet because we've done a couple of those recently. As you can see, because we did the last stadium build, we've now got stadium bleachers to go ahead and build, which will be interesting. But for now, we are going to do semi sort of high rise, and I think, yeah, we're going to go for this one. So we've got some concrete pouring to do. These are all the vehicles that we obviously need. So yeah, we need to get some prefabricated wall panels from the wall factory. We haven't been to the wall factory yet, so I think there's going to be some tower crane action in this mission, and it's fairly big. It's going to give us it's going to take us 3.5 hours in terms of work time, they reckon. So I think we're going to split that over 2 missions, or 2 episodes, sorry, because we've got some concrete pouring to do, 8 prefabricated wall panels, 5 sewer elements, 3 insulation panels. We've got some small bricks, wall primer, more concrete pouring, more wall panels, and then a bit more concrete pouring. So let's go ahead and accept that. Okay, and then we can drive on over to the construction site, but actually we need the concrete mixer and the pump first, don't we? What I'll do is I'll probably take the mixer over. We'll park this here for now. So we'll get into the mixer. We just need to see how much concrete we've got. 26%. We probably need some more. So let's go to the gravel plant. We'll quickly fill this up. And then we'll take it on over to the construction site because we're going to need some concrete. I'll make a decision there once we're there around whether or not we're going to use the concrete pump, or if there is space we could use the tower crane. What I might do is some form of comparison, because I had a question pop up on one of the videos recently, as in today, and that was around which vehicle to buy. Whether or not they wanted to buy the concrete pump or they go ahead and buy the tower crane, and I'm basically asking which one's which one's better. There is a reason that you want both, and I thought, well, what better way to answer that than we'll include that in this video. So we'll head this one on over to the construction site. Of course, we haven't been there yet, so we can't, can we? So which way do we need to go? Okay. So yeah, I thought, well, actually, what better way of trying to evidence that is to actually do a bit of a comparison between the two. So between them, we'll get the concrete pump out and we'll get the tower crane out with the concrete bucket, and at the end we'll hopefully make a decision around which one's better. And as Harry Hill says, there's only one way to find out. If you guys know the end of that sentence, then you can whack it in the comments below. As always, guys, I don't want to bore you with the journey, because they are the unexciting parts of this video, or certainly of this game. So as always, I'll catch up with you when we arrive at the construction site. Okay guys, welcome back. We are just arriving at the construction site, which we haven't been to yet. So hopefully we should be able to fast travel here now. And it looks like it's partially built already. So we'll just plonk this down here. We need to do some concrete pouring. I don't know where we've got to do that just yet. Probably up here on the roof, I think. Yeah, I can see. Yes, that's where we need to do it. So we will definitely need the crane or the concrete pump. So to start with, we'll get the crane down from the home base, and we'll grab the tower crane for that. It's going to cost us £3,000. Yes. Didn't select yes. There we go. We will also need the concrete bucket. So for now, I think what we're going to have to do is swap into the flatbed. Actually, I can see where it is. We don't need to do that because our concrete bucket is actually up the top here. Just have to pick this one up, so bear with me guys whilst I grab the concrete bucket and chuck it on the back of the flatbed truck. I haven't used this in a while, so hopefully you guys won't get too bored of me watching me pick this concrete bucket up. Actually, it looks like there's concrete in it. Probably still wet enough for us to use. Yeah, we'll just fold the crane away. folded in properly. It needs to be turned ever so slightly. There we go, I think that should do it. There we go. Just quickly attach that. Yep. And then I'll fly on over to the construction site again, and we shall start the first part of our comparison. Okay, so we're just approaching. We've got the concrete bucket on board, and we can watch the first part of this comparison, where we're going to have a look and see which one's better, the concrete pump or the tower crane with a concrete bucket. So let's find out. That should have concrete in it already, so we'll find out when we attach it using the crane. The good thing is about this crane is that you get a fairly decent view. In order to go and pick things up. It is slightly slower, I think, but once it's set up and ready, yeah, we're 92% full already in terms of concrete. So the bonuses of just using the tower crane is that you can actually get to things a lot easier than using the pump, because the pump can be quite awkward to get to places to start with. So anyway, this is how you use the tower crane with the concrete bucket. All you need to do is just get the concrete bucket from the materials trader, which is a rental, fill it with concrete using the concrete mixer, and then you pick it up with the tower crane. Press of X on my Xbox controller starts the flow of concrete, and then we can just move it around until we are ready. The difficulty is it does have a bit of swing on it. And actually it is easier to align yourself with the way the crane is facing. And that way when I push forwards on the stick, it actually goes forwards. And left and right equally goes left and right. So yeah, again, another bonus of that is that you have a little bit more control over the concrete bucket. I think technically the way that this would probably be used in real life is you'd actually have someone holding the concrete bucket stood up there on the roof. And as you can see, when you go over things again, I am literally at the limit. This is again a bit of a problem with the tower crane, I think. I'm pretty confident we're at the end of the dolly. Yeah, it doesn't go far forwards anymore. So there you go, guys. There is a limitation that we have with the tower crane compared to the concrete pump. And that is that sometimes the crane is a little far away and you don't get to cover a corner very well. That being said, we seem to be on a bit of a hill here because I wasn't pushing that down. we might be able to get the objective done without doing that corner. Cheating in my book, if I'm honest, but nonetheless we don't have to pour into every single little small area in order to get the mission done. And actually we might be able to do this mission without doing that corner, so we can then move on and potentially use the boom or the concrete pump to do something else. He says as we're getting near to the end and it's probably not going to tick over, so we might actually need to use the concrete pump just to get that last corner done. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we will need to. So there's a bit of sway on the bucket as well when you're moving it around. It's a bit of another negative, but as I say, you generally get a little bit more control over which one? Over the concrete pump. So yeah, you get a little bit more control using this method. You get to get these fine little bits that you've missed. Whereas the concrete pump can be a little awkward sometimes to get the right movement going. And yeah, it looks like we're definitely going to need to use the concrete pump. Flow rates, I think they're pretty much similar. And the amount of concrete that comes out in this method is pretty similar to the amount that comes out using the concrete pump. Yeah, we are right at the limit there. Literally can't go any further forwards. It's a bit of a shame that you can't use this using like the flatbed truck, but then I don't think the Hiab arm on that is long enough to be able to reach all that way. So yeah, we are pretty much, let's just get that last spot there. Well, I thought we'd done it then. No, we definitely need to get that last little patch done. Let's put this down. Okay, we can jump out the tower crane now. And what we'll do is we'll go and get the concrete pump. And we'll take that straight over to the construction site if we can see it. No, we can't, and I don't know why it's not going to allow us to do that. Hey, what's the nearest place? The wall factory. Which I don't actually think we've been to yet, and we haven't. Tell you what, we shall just drive there, and as always I'll catch up with you when we've arrived. Okay, so we're just arriving with the concrete pump. And I need to put this in a position where I'm going to be able to use it effectively. So actually it has a fair amount of reach on it, and I think this will probably do. So we shall deploy our legs. And then we're going to switch to the pumping mode. We have 39% of concrete left in this. And it takes a little while to unfold it fully. And again, the camera angle can be a little bit awkward when you're using the concrete pump. However, it is a pretty cool looking machine. Now what we need to do is just unfold the last little bit. Okay, so you do get some precision over this. I just don't think it's a little bit harder to do than the tower crane is. The only other thing we need to do is we need to back this up onto the hopper. And I thank you for the person that pointed that out early on in this Let's Play. Or in my playlist. And I have quite literally forgotten how to turn it. Right, so we need to undo that patch. Which I can't remember why, but we can push up. There we go. Now what we can do is reverse the concrete pump on. The good thing about this is you have a constant supply of concrete. There we go, there's our concrete running. We can just leave that running, which again is another bonus of using the concrete pump, is because we can just leave it. Okay, so we detach the pipe, swings down really slowly, and then another tap on X, just as we did previously, and we can finish off where we started. So that's now saying that we're done. We may as well do a little bit more. I'm trying to show you the precision that you do get with the concrete pump, but you know, my own personal opinion is you don't get the level of control that you do get using the tower crane. And it's for silly little reasons like this. But now I can't actually see what I'm doing. That's a bit better. Anyway, that kind of demonstrates what you need to do, so we'll collapse that back down. I think what that's saying is we need to clear the construction site. We probably don't need these for a little while. So I can park these across the road. And then what we can do is use the newly acquired flatbed trailer. And we can go and pick up the extra pieces that we need for the next stage of the build. And the last one we just need to clear is the flatbed. I don't think we're going to use this one again, so I might take this back to the home base in the city. I think we'll do that. Okay, good master. From now on, one more contract will be offered. We now need to swap back to the Lowboy Truck, and we need to get 8 prefabricated wall panels from the wall factory. I'm pretty confident we can't just jump to the wall factory, so we're going to have to drive there because we haven't been to it before. So as always guys, I'll catch up with you when we arrive at the wall factory, which will be a new thing we haven't done yet. Okay guys, welcome back to the wall factory. I'm going to be pulling in here for the first time, so we've discovered it. At the building materials factory you can only get prefabricated custom pieces for your construction projects. The various wall pieces needed for a construction site will be placed in a transport frame, and a maximum of 2 of these frames can then be loaded onto a semi-trailer. You can borrow a suitable trailer from the factory. I'm assuming there's going to be the usual white loading patch that we need to reverse onto. It's here. So we can just reverse it on. Okay, so let's go and have a chat with the owner and we'll purchase what we need. Wherever he may be. Oh, there we are. Good. Well, that was me clearly being sexist because it's a woman. Okay, 8 we need, and we can only do 2 at a time. There is no free trailer in the loading area. Okay, maybe we need to do a rental trailer then. I thought we could load 2 on at once. Looks like we're probably going to have to do 8 trips unless we get around the corner and there are 2 on that trailer. Oh no, there are. That's good. So anyway, we need to deploy this here and leave this in situ. And then pick up this trailer. Very similar to the other trailers that we were having before, but actually it looks like the curtains, oh no, the curtains do go back all the way. Okay, so we shall drive this to the construction site. We need to do 4 trips. Luckily we are not too far from the construction site, so you may as well stick with me for this journey, and then what we'll do is I might speed the video up a little bit in order to get the other 3 trips done. So we are only just going here. It's a bit strange that we can't put those wall panels straight onto a trailer that we own. Perhaps I put it in the wrong position, or it wasn't situated right, or that we were still connected to it. I don't know. What I might do is try that when we get back. So we'll also be able to see at the construction site when we arrive what work was done. We did that concrete pouring. I think we're probably going to have another level that's been put onto the site. We now need to lift these on and into position using a tower crane. So we shall attach our cargo, and then we're going to run over and jump into the crane. Connect cargo. Whoa. That's because it thought that I was still connected to that, and we're not. Okay, so we're right over them now. We just need to pick them up one at a time. Probably could use the mobile crane for this as well, and actually I haven't tried that with the concrete bucket. I don't know if that would actually work. We should just turn these round. I don't know if we need to drop these into position one at a time, or how that's going to work. So what I might do is change the channel to the hook, change the picture, sorry, to the hook camera. Oh, they're loaded into a frame. Okay. In that case, I think what we need to do is pop that there. Yeah, I think what we might need to do is pop this back on the floor, and then we probably need to run out to it and detach it from the frame, I'm guessing. I haven't done this before, so I'm not entirely sure how the wall forms work. Yeah, but let's go and have a look, because I imagine they're all connected into one. Yes, they are. So that kind of makes sense, I suppose. The wall forms are contained within. Yes, there we go. Don't turn it over, don't turn it over. That's close. Yeah, this build's going to take absolutely ages. We need to position wall forms like this. No, that's clearly the wrong one. Not getting the green marker that says to drop. Oh, there we go. There's a red one. Should have seen that. It kind of slides it around and into position for you, so okay. Not going to be as painful as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so what I'm assuming we now need to do is put these magnetic wall forms in place, because look at that, spins it around for you. Sorry about that, it was a guy outside picking up rubbish. Don't think I've ever seen that in my street before. Yes, that is from the council, so it is his job. I'm guessing we probably need to take the wall form carriers back to the wall factory as well. Let's position this one in place. Kind of. Last one from this carrier. And we'll find out what happens to them. They may well just disappear. Come on, shake yourself free. No, it's still going to stay there. Okay, it looks like they're probably going to be in 4 sections. Yes, I can see there's a doorway on one, or 2 of them at least. And the lorry's turned over. Awesome. Okay, let's go and detach them, and I think what we might need to do is just reattach the other one so that we can pick that up and put it back on. Yes. Should we leave that on the road? I can pick up these wall forms and then put the other be able to load the other one back on, and then I think we're probably done for the mission. 48 minutes now in terms of my recording, but probably not, because some of that will be cut out. I don't want to make it too long a mission, and equally we are only 2 stages in out of I think about 6 or 7, so actually maybe we'll carry on doing some more wall forms, but I'll speed the video up. Okay, last 2 for these 2 pods. And actually I probably didn't need to remove these from the trailer, did I? What I should have done is left them in the semi-trailer, and then could have removed them, the wall panels, individually. So that's a point to note for the future. So yeah, which one was better, concrete pump or the tower crane with the concrete bucket? Do you know what? They've both got their strengths, they've both got their weaknesses. I'm not entirely sure which one I would go for if I had a choice. However, the tower crane does unlock more missions than the concrete pump. So for career progression wise, I think the best option is always to go for the tower crane, because you get to do stuff like this with it as well. It's more universal, whereas the concrete pump just has one purpose, and that is to pump concrete. However, you will get to missions where you're going to need it. This was clearly one. Oh, there was 8 wall forms, so we have done it. We don't need to do those missions, do we? Because now we just need to do the sewer elements. Oh, that makes sense. So we did have the 8 prefabricated wall forms, which are all now in position. 5 sewer elements, the insulation material from the trader, more concrete, more wall panels, and more concrete. So I'll tell you what we will go and do. We'll go and get the sewer elements, I think, because then they can be put into position. Okay, and we're going to go back to the wall factory. I don't think I can do that because We've got a trailer attached. Yeah, no, we can't. A little bit annoying. It'd be good if you could in this game, but then I can kind of understand why they don't. They'll have to record somehow the state of the trailer in terms of what's on it. Coding wise, I think that's probably a bit of a nightmare, so I can just understand why they allow you to fast travel using vehicles only and not trailers. Can you imagine if I loaded up all of the elements for this build into one trailer and then fast travelled with it? I think it would include some quite ingenious coding for the developers, so I can kind of understand why they don't. Right, we're going to jump the red light, because in this game they don't really mean anything. And I'm going to use, if I can jump through here, come on. Yeah, we're going to use the flatbed. So actually this one can stay. I'm going to try reversing it using the mirrors this time. Surprisingly, you can. I didn't think we'd be able to. I need to go over that way a bit. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to be able to do that. But surprisingly, the mirrors are actually alright in this game, and you can utilise them to reverse onto trailers quite well. So yeah, sewer elements now from the materials trailer. We'll take them back to the construction site, pop them into position, and then we'll call it quits for this episode. Otherwise time's going to be dragging on, and we will complete the last few stages in episode 29, I think it is. And then 30, we'll take a look at the rotary drilling rig, and the missions that they then unlock. It's telling me to go the other way, so I'll carry on this way, I think. Although we're going to avoid him because he's driving really slowly. So we'll go across the next bridge. Do some dangerous overtakes. Okay, I'm bored of waiting, come on. You've got a high-rise apartment building to build and you're getting in the way. Okay, we're coming to the back of the materials trader. Well, I wonder, there is a loading area here. If I put a trailer that's big enough into that loading area and then purchase the goods, whether or not they will appear. bet they don't. So we need 5 sewer elements. No. And actually, how the hell am I going to get them on there? Mobile crane. We use this to pop them on. There's one. I'll put these on as fast as I can. Okay, that didn't work. It's not impacting on the side, that one, so hopefully it should be okay. Okay, they're all attached, so that will do. We can take that one back to the home base. And then we'll drive this one back to the construction site, so I'll see you guys when we arrive. Okay, so we're just pulling up to the site now, and then I'll probably leave this just in the entrance. So just about here. We'll attach the cargo and we'll jump back into the tower crane for the last time in this episode. And we shall unload these sewer elements and pop them into position. Okay, there's one. Do you know what I think? I think the tower crane that we've got, which is the DLC one, is not as long as the other one. Because I'm struggling with this. Because we are right at the end of the length of reach that this crane has. Even so, that got that into position. I think what I'm going to have to do is go and grab the mobile crane, and we're going to have to use that. I don't really think there's any other way I can do it. So what I shall probably do is we'll call it quits for here, guys. I shall finish up with the tower crane off camera. Sorry, the mobile crane off camera in terms of putting these sewer elements in, and then we'll be back to finish the rest of this build. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Before you do go, don't forget to smack that subscribe button where it hurts, and leave us a comment if you like the video. Don't forget, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. That's the only way I know whether or not you guys are liking this content. And we'll be back shortly with episode 29, which is the second part of this build, before we start looking at 30 onwards with the rotary drilling rig and some of our high-rise apartments. As always, guys, take care, and I'll see you next time.